All right, good morning, everybody. Welcome. Happy Thursday, finally. I don't know why last night while I was watching Mick's stream, I kept thinking it was Thursday. I don't know why. And I was like, oh, it's the update, weekly updates out. Or will be soon. Let me check, I'm going to go to the website and wait. And then I'm like, wait a second, it's Wednesday, it's not Thursday. Anyway, I'm your host and pilot, Uncle B. Welcome. We're in the Cessna 172 in the Kenmore Air liveried plane. Kind of an evening flight here out of Olbia. The airport name is actually Costa Smeralda Airport here in Olbina. Olbia, not Olbian, it's Olbia. And we're heading to Marina Di Campo Airport. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take off here, and then we're gonna hang a right on a heading of 352. So we're heading north, and we're gonna pass over this military air base right here on the coast of this island, and then we're gonna turn in that is our destination right there. So it's about an hour and a half flight, give or take. So hopefully it's going to be with this nice sunset. Should be a nice evening flight. I might have to pull the sun back up just a bit, just to be on the safe side. But if not, you know what? We'll just leave it as it is. But I'll pause the. Hello, Patrice. Are you wanting to fly with me today, Patrice? I can invite you to the group. I see you were online. But if you want an invite and fly with me today, you're more than welcome to. Let me know. But nice to see you here. Make sure my headphone is actually, the microphone's down and everything. I sometimes forget I put it up sometimes, and I forget to move it back down so it's actually working. Yes, okay, perfect. I will invite you. Oh, now I don't see you. That's weird. I just saw you a moment ago. Where'd you go? Where did you go? Oh, there you are. Invite to group. Perfect. All right. Okay. Well, I'll shoot the invite again when I see you're back online. Oh, let's see. It might say. Oh. Okay. Yeah, we're on the Southeast Asia server as always. Very quiet. There's only one other person, and they're like way. Where are they? I saw their name tape somewhere before, but yeah, so pretty quiet server. I'll wait for you to pop back online. Give it a few minutes while you get back in there. That's okay, we got time. Tomorrow we will be back in the CJ4, heading from Port Angeles, which is up by Washington, in the state of Washington, up, I think, north of Seattle. We're heading to Edmonton, Canada. Home of the Edmonton Oilers, if you follow hockey. Saturday we'll be in the P-38 Lightning, departing from Fairchild Air Force Base, going to Great Falls International. Sunday, no flights. I'm just going to do a couple. We'll do some services on a German route. Train some World 2. It won't be like super long. We're just going to do a couple runs, and then we'll call it a day. Take a break from the flying. And we'll be back in the Junkers 52 on Monday. Monday. Don't let me forget. or I got to remind myself, Monday I'm not going to be starting the flight until after I get back. I'm going to try to get over to Walmart. They open up at 6 a.m. my time on the East Coast here. So I'm going to run over there, get some stuff, get back here, and then I'm going to, make a cup of coffee, grab a snack or something, and we'll get in the air for that flight. That's going to be about a 4-hour flight on Monday. It's going to be a bit long one. So, and I got to remember to start the timer so I time my I know how long roughly we've been on the leg, so that I know to I think you're coming back on a line now, Patrice. That's fine. We got time to wait. Now just keep it paused so the sun doesn't set any further than it has already, which, is going to be a nice picturesque departure, I think. Nice flight here as the sun's going down, which is fine. We are technically doing an instrument flight with using the VOR or the TACAN. Southeast Asia server, Patrice. But see, it's weird because I'm not seeing. See, it's still. I can't even see. Like, it's not showing. Huh. That's strange. But you're not under the disconnected. Okay, you're still on the home page. That's why. It's showing here. So, alright, I'll get you. I'll keep checking here every so often. Yeah, but Southeast Asia server. So yeah, I'm gonna try to get over there, get my stuff, get back, have some coffee, have a bite to eat. I'll get the plane. I'll probably just start the plane on the departure runway, just so that way, just to minimize the amount of time it's going to take for me to get the plane all ready to go. We'll just be on the departure runway, and as soon as I go live, we'll wait a few minutes and we'll kick up the dust on the runway and we'll be on our way. So the first leg is 206 nautical miles. This is Monday's flight, not today. That's supposed to take about 2 hours and 5 minutes total. Now we may get under the 2 hour mark. We've been pretty good. We've squeezed some pretty decent speed out of the Junkers 52. Okay, I'm waiting for you, Patrice. Don't worry. Let me just double check here. Oh. So as soon as I see you on that, I'll shoot you another invite. Let me see if you're on here. Oh, there you are. It says local. Let me invite you to the group so that way I can see you as well. Oh, there you are right there already. Perfect. Never mind. Well, either one. Okay, I see you. You see me. We see each other. Perfect. I want to go ahead and get out on the runway here myself, get everything set to go. If I can get the plane to move here. It's like it needs more throttle to get going. It's like, I don't know. It's like getting a lazy kid to move. After they've eaten a whole box of sugary cereal. And the sugar crash has started. They had their sugar rush and then they're like, oh, I don't want to do nothing. Alright. I think it's just gonna be you and I today, Patrice. Unless anybody else pops in. Well, the information is there. Southeast Asia server, as always. Let me just make sure. Oops. Before I. Alright, I don't think anybody else is coming along. So I think we're just going to go ahead and get going. Oh, let me go ahead and get. Oh, I should have gone the other way. Yeah, I should have gone the other way. Oopsie daisy. All right, so there's that. Hold on a second, folks. I'm going to have to mute myself. All right. And then it's heading a 352. Okay, perfect. All right, let's go. I'm going to go right through you, Patrice. That's a great thing. Oh, you're oh, you are facing the right direction. I was like, wait a minute, why does it seem like he's facing the wrong direction? And away we go. I dialed in a head or an altitude, I think, of 6,000 feet. Oh, don't worry about it, Patrice. It's okay. Don't worry about it at all. No worries at all. Alright, so it's saying we should be on a heading of 353. Actual heading. Perfect. Oh, look at that. Oops, somebody else is there in the 737. Patrice is behind me there. There we go. A nice sunset. The city lights are coming on. It looks like somebody's going to take a 737 out of our airport there. Yeah, 6,000 feet is our... We're going to get up to about 6,000 there. That's our expected... Now it's just a TACAN, so we're not going to hear the beeping or anything like that. We're just going to navigate to it. See if anybody else pops in. Yeah, look at that. Nice sunset flight. Gonna be a little bit dark by the time we get to Marina Di Campo. That's okay. I think we're gonna be just fine. Let's go ahead and get a little bit of speed back up. Here. Get a family photo while we can. Tree's gonna come up along my right side here. It's nice to have you along, Patrice. I hope you're well. Get some more of that nice sunset. A little bit of purple light. Look at that. Look at the colors in the clouds there. I tell you, when this is like the best part, I think, of this sim right here. When this sort of, look at the sunset. Got the nice color in the clouds there. Get one more just for. Yeah, really nice. I think Airlock Doc was the one that suggested this airport. Either sunrise or sunset. You can't go wrong, he said. So, yep, definitely. This was a fantastic flight so far. Nice scenery. Really does not want to go on 3.5. Let's go to 3.54. How about that? 3.55. Maybe then you'll listen. Get that magenta line intercepted there. Yeah, it might be a quiet one today. Looks like it might just be you and I chatting today, Patrice. A little bit more light here in the there we go. Still climbing to 6,000, making our way there. I think we can live at 6,000 feet. We'll be just fine. Wow, look at that. I tell you, this is one of the truly amazing parts of the sim with this. Sunsets and sunrises are just fantastic. Just about 51 nautical miles to our sole, what's a TACAN, but VORDME basically. Alright, looks like we're finally leveling off here at 6,000 feet. We should start picking up some speed. Throttle adjusted. Get a little bit of mixture. Lean it out a bit. Thank you once again for flying Kenmore Air today. Kenmore Air, because stuff. Trees. Nice flight over these Italian islands. Once again, if we crash in the water, it's everybody for themselves. The Uncle B Sim channel and the Uncle B pilot are not responsible for anything that happens if we crash. There we go. It's a legal disclaimer. Now that we got the legal stuff out the way. Hopefully you brought your own life vest with you. If not, don't know what to tell you. I did make sure I put enough fuel in the tank this time, so we don't have a repeat of Sunday's shenanigans. Let's see. So yeah, Monday I'll start the stream as soon as I can. Tuesday we're in the A320 going from Phoenix to Austin, and then Wednesday that'll be leg 27 of our 32 leg flight to Indonesia, and then on the 4th we will be in the Cessna 172 with the floaters. We'll be up in northern Canada, I think. Yeah. Found a nice nice route to fly. We're gonna fly over some small airports and then come in and land on another water runway. On a week from today, on Friday, a week from tomorrow, I'm sorry, we'll be in the King Air 350i boats to St. Ian. So that should be a nice flight. And then on the Saturday the 6th, Great Falls, Montana to Cheyenne, Wyoming. That is going to be a lot of flying. We got a 152 nautical mile, 143 nautical mile, 95, 90. So quite a bit of flying on the 6th of August. 7th of August, we are doing another seaplane flight on the east coast of Canada. So, yeah, good stuff. Lots of good stuff coming up. Let's have a looky here. How much farther do we got to go? About 41 nautical miles. Oops, gonna turn back a little bit now. I intercepted the line and then I went past it. Yeah, quiet in the chat. You know what's going to happen. As soon as we pass, it's like there's like a warning system. Okay, he's passed his one navigation point. Let's everybody come in now. I don't know how it's possible. Like but that's what seems to happen. Or we're to be, because we have 62 nautical miles to our destination, about halfway in, so 31 nautical miles into our second leg, that's when all of a sudden we're going to see a spike in numbers. It's like there's some sort of warning system on Twitch that, oh, Uncle B is going to get ready to land here pretty soon, we might as well go watch this. Anyways, well, what can you do? Boy, if many of you are going to catch this late, you're missing out on these really nice colors in the sky, on the sunset. There's Patrice behind me. Our friend in the 737 has been sitting there for, I don't know, must be going through the entire startup checklist one by one instead of doing the automated startup. Just Patrice and I today. So yeah, if you guys are missing, not watching this live, you've missed out on a fantastic flight, fantastic, some nice clouds, nice sunset. Feel bad for you. Where it says the VOR is off. Something's not lined up right. And we got lots of great flying. Really, I still don't know what route I'm going to do on Sunday. So I only want to download one. I don't want to download like 2 or something like that. Maybe we'll do a couple of fast services, Hamburg to Lübeck. Maybe that's what we'll do. And I think there's at least, oh, maybe not. I'm trying to remember. I thought there was like a couple fast services on there. We don't want to do an all stop. Maybe a limited stop service would be fine. Trying to think what else to. I don't know what else to talk about. I'm drawing a blank here. Well. No. So what happened? This was some time ago. When I was in a clan playing Division 2, the game, the Division, the second one. Somebody commented that I sounded like Kermit the Frog, and that I should change my screen name to that. And so I was like, okay. So it's stuck ever since. I don't think I do. I really don't. But some people, for some reason, seem to think that I do. I, I don't know. I don't think so. But anyway, so that's where it came from. Now the Uncle B part on my Twitch and on the YouTube channel, that was a nickname given to me when I was deployed in Afghanistan. One of my boss, basically, she nicknamed me that. So when I did the what do you call it, the radio show at the community college when I was a student there, that was my DJ name, was Uncle B, and it worked out rather well. The Pata Taurus. Okay. Interesting. Alright, we have 26 nautical miles to our nav point up here on the coast. Somewhere up in there. Yeah, it was the only name that I was thinking about, was like it kind of worked out. So, and then when I wanted to rebrand the channel, that's what I picked, was the Uncle B Sim channel. So it worked out. I was going to say, I thought the 737 was in the air, but nope, apparently not. Still sitting there. I don't know that it doesn't seem like a long enough runway, to be honest, to take off in a 737, but I could be wrong. I don't know that I would feel comfortable with it. I don't know that I would even do an A320. I don't know. Maybe a business jet, possibly. Because they do get going fairly quickly. So... I'm running out of things to talk about. There's an A320 over there. F-18S. Huh. Must be on the PC side, I think. Unless the S is for Super Hornet, which is the newest version of the F-18. Oh, speaking of which, so we are supposed to get the Super Tomcat, the F-14D, at some point in the near future, which will be a nice addition to the F-14 family, with some more liveries with that. the final iteration of the F-14 before it was retired. So yeah, that'll be good. And what else? Well, we don't know what's coming today, if anything. We won't know till later this afternoon or this evening time. So don't know what. Don't expect much, to be honest. Final Thursday of the month of July. I cannot believe we are already at the end of July. It's just mind-boggling that we've gone through. We're more than halfway into 2022, and it's just going quick. Yep, see, there goes the numbers. It's like the warning, the bat signal went off. The Uncle B signal went off. He's navigating. He's getting ready to navigate a little bit more. Watch out. 19 nautical miles to our nav point there, the tack. There's not any kind of navigating point at our destination, unfortunately. I looked just to see if there was any kind of localizer approach or anything at all. Nope, nothing. So we will be flying by the seat of our pants, basically. Once we're about 31 at that halfway point, we'll start dropping down some altitude so that we can hopefully see our destination. I'm hoping that it's a lit runway, lit up for us. Make sure I intercept that tachyon. 5 viewers, thank you all for coming in. Do say hello. I can assure you that Patrice doesn't bite. At least not that I know of. Don't be a lurker. Come in and say hello. At least, please, and thank you. Yeah, nice evening flight here. Well, Boeing 737 is moving. Looks like his altitude is going down, like he's sinking into the ground or something. Oh, there it goes, back to 26. That is so weird sometimes why it does that. I don't... It's strange. Oh, look at that. Look at the stars. That's kind of a neat picture. Yeah, I think we got enough pictures for prosperity. I don't know who... Well, I could guess either Mixed lurking or Addie's is lurking. It's one of the two. That's my guess. Maybe Glenn's lurking. I don't know. Somebody might be. Oh, I don't know. Glenn... I don't think Glenn knows about me. He knows that I stream on Twitch, but I don't think he's... Oh, CIO... C-Locked? Hi, welcome to the channel. Welcome to the Uncle Beeson channel. We are on our way. We're doing a flight over some Italian islands. We took off from Olbia Airport and clocked. Okay, perfect. Thank you. And we are heading to Marina Di Campo. So we are near. We have a TACAN that we're going to intercept here. There's an Italian military air base right there. So we're going to do that. We do try to fly 7 days a week. Sunday we won't be flying, but I'm on the Southeast Asia server. Generally, it's a fairly stable, fairly quiet server for the most part, it seems. So we fly there, and we'll be back tomorrow in the Cessna CJ4 business jet going from Port Angeles up by Seattle to Edmonton. So we're going to do that tomorrow. I'll go live 7:10 Eastern, 11:10 UTC, 12:10 UK. Not sure which part of the world you're from, so I usually include the UTC so that way everybody they know their time differences from the UTC. So if you want to join in, you're more than welcome to. Trees is back there. See his little lights. Oh, the 737's in the air. Look at that. He got up there. He's climbing. I didn't think he was ever in there. There we go. Almost looks like he's heading towards us. Okay. Perfect. I do fly on the weekends. We're doing a flight around America. We're in almost the Midwest. We're going from what is it called? Fairchild Air Force Base and heading to Great Falls, Montana, this Saturday. If you have a warbird that you want to fly, you're more than welcome to. Some folks fly the Spitfire. Some folks fly whatever you want to fly. We do VOR to VOR navigation for that flight. So I go ahead and find all the points that get us to our destination and all that. And then also I'll add in an approach into our, the runway we're going to land at so that we can fly and approach in and line up with the ILS or localizer or whatever. And then we'll get on the ground and call it a day. Sundays is usually a scenic flight. It used to be I would find we'd take off and fly around the city and just point out different points of interest, but we're the next few ones are going to be we'll fly in the Cessna 172, the pontoon. Instead of it doesn't have landing gear, it has the pontoons. So yeah, so yeah, we've been around. The only drawback is I lost a lot of my hours, and which meant that all the places I'd been, I had almost 500 hours in the sim, and then all those hours disappeared for no particular reason. So that happened. Yeah, it's been a yeah. Whenever you're off, if you want to fly, just here I'll pause it real quick, and that is my screen name here on Microsoft is Kermit D Frog 881. So if you find me there, just shoot me a friend request. I'll accept it, and we'll get you in the air whenever we can, or whenever you want. Not whenever we can, whenever you want to. There we go. 034. We got just about 4 nautical miles. Let's say 346, 34. Huh. Interesting. So yeah, you're more than welcome to fly whenever you can. I do try to fly planes that most everybody has access to, or I should say everybody, on the base game, so that way if they get stuck or they don't understand something, then I can try to help them out. Why didn't it? What is... Oh, there we go. So 3034. Perfect. There we are. So the military air base is below us there. So on a heading of 034, and we are on our way to our destination, 61, just under 16 nautical miles now. Just under 61. It is now. Well, it's not nighttime there right now, obviously. It's 6 hours. Let's see, 4 from UTC. So 1. No, wait. 12, 1, 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock in the afternoon here in this part of the world. I just kind of fiddled with the time so that we could have some nice scenery here. Although now we can't see much of anything, can we? So when we have 31 nautical miles left, we're gonna drop altitude to about 3,000 feet. Our runway has our landing runway is on a heading of 340. Okay. Actually, this should take us right to our runway on this heading. No, no. What am I talking about? No, we're on a heading of 334, not 340. Had to double check my math. So this is the G1000 NXI. After Sim Update 10, the word has gotten out that this will be the de facto G1000 in all planes that have the G1000 systems installed. It's really nice. I like it. You get a lot of information. You know, you get airspaces, you get nav points, airports, yeah, all kinds of good stuff. Patrice is there, just below me. Keep the landing light on just so we a little bit easier to identify our plane. A little bit of, you can get a bit of a silhouette there. Thank you again, Patrice, for jumping in and flying with me today. Nice to have you here. This flight this morning, well, morning where I'm at, late afternoon here, or mid-afternoon here in Italy. More lurkers I see. So the other thing too that we've been doing clocked is on Mondays and Wednesdays. I've been flying an old KLM route that started in Amsterdam. That went from Amsterdam to the former Dutch East Indies, now known as Indonesia. Yesterday was leg 25 of 32. We have 7 legs left. But then on the 15th, 16th, and 17th of August will be the last 3 legs on those days. And then I'm going to take a little bit of a break. Come up with some ideas. One of the flights that I'm looking at doing and how in depth it is, I don't quite know how I'm going to do it. I have to see, kind of have to look at the plan and come up with some ideas on how to make it interesting. There's on FS Hub, which I belong to, I applied and all that stuff, and I'm part of Firefly Air. We're going to follow Route 66 from Chicago to Santa Monica Pier, but it's broken up in legs. So I have to look at the departure airport and the arrival airport, and what can I do in between to make it, that we follow the actual road as much as possible. Which is going to be a lot of flying manually, which I'm just using a standard controller, which is pretty difficult to do. So that's my only main concern is how can I do all that and be able to look at the chat, because my chat's on my laptop to my right. Because if I'm flying manually, I'm going to be trying to make sure I don't crash, but also I don't want to miss anything in the chat. So I have to come up with something that will be a bit interesting. Not that we have to follow the route exactly, but I'm going to try to follow it as best as I can from our departure airport to our first destination airport. So that might be on a Monday. On Wednesdays, I I don't know. Wednesdays. I gotta come up with something for Wednesdays too. But anybody's welcome to fly along with those. You can just do the departure and arrival airport, and you can just kind of fly along, and you don't have to have all the exact waypoints that I have or anything like that. It's up to you. But I'm going to try. I don't want to fly anything too fast either, so that we have time to kind of see the scenery along the way. Whatever's there. About 44 nautical miles left. So we're almost halfway to our. So yeah, we're gonna wrap that up on the 17th. That's gonna be a short flight on the 17th, and once we land, we'll wrap up the stream, and then what I may do. Oh boy, this is gonna be a monumental undertaking if I do it. I'm not sure where I would. Well, I kind of know where I want to start from, but what I may do is come up with my own around America with the Junkers 52, and we'll go like from San Francisco. We'll head up the west coast up to Seattle, and then we'll come across and we'll zigzag around and then come back into SFO. We'll take off and do a kind of a loop around and get back to SFO. I think we can do that. I just have to see like the distance, come up with some reasonable distances to fly. So like if it would be San Francisco to Sacramento would be I think a decent enough flight for one leg, and then move along from there. So that's going to be the difficult part, is finding fields where I can, airports and stuff where I can land the Junkers 52 reasonably well and not have too many issues. So yeah, I may do that. I might just come up with my own thing for Wednesdays, because I do like flying the Junkers 52. It's a lot of fun. So I may do that. But of course, we're gonna so if we start on the East Coast, we would go like I would start at JFK and then work my way down along the East Coast down to Florida, and then across and then back up. But I would have to adjust the time along the way. As we go to the west, it'll still be dark when in the sim, because it is in real life. Are the trees still back there? See his navigation lights and the beacon. Alright, 39 nautical miles. I think we can go ahead and drop 1,000 feet here. Do a little bit of a small altitude reduction. So I may do that. I'd like to start on the west coast and then work our way around, but time-wise it might be a bit easier to start on the east coast, because then we don't have to really tamper with the time too much. Yeah, maybe start from JFK. We'll try to go to like the major airports, I guess. Yeah, it's just trying to figure out a reasonable flight path around. That's going to take some time and research. That's going to take some time, yeah. Just at least the first initial, probably 20 legs will take some time to come up with. Ooh, you know what? Because the DC-3 is coming out in November. I wondering if we should do the... No, I think we could do it in the Yonkers 52. Yeah, let's do it in the Yonkers 52. Because we can always do it with another plane as well. Possibly. I don't know. Trying to come up with something interesting for you all to watch. I might have to tinker with the time because I don't know that. Let me look at the. Hold on, I'm going to run an ad, folks. I'll be right back. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do, because it doesn't seem like the airport has the runways lit in any way. So I'm going to back the time up just a bit here. There we go. Ta-da! Oh, I have a sunset landing here. Oh, look at, so you got those nice colors in the clouds again. All right, now we got to drop a little bit more altitude here. I pulled the time back a little bit because I don't think the runway is going to be lit up, Patrice. So I just gave us a little bit more light to work with, and so we'll have kind of like a sunset landing here. We should be on the ground before it gets completely dark. I looked at the information available, and it didn't say anything about runway lights or anything that would help us identify the runway, so at least we can see. I might have been a little too I might not have planned the time very well, but so yeah, we had a sunset takeoff, we'll have a sunset landing. That's the beauty of the sim. So I know we pass over this little island right here, according to the flight plan that I have on Sky Vector route that I have. So when we get there, we're going to fly over that, and then we're fairly close, and then we're going to drop a little bit more altitude. The airport's at a fairly low altitude to begin with, So I figure if we get down to about 1,500 feet, we should be fine for... And our airport is, I think, it's on the, just on the other side. It's like right over here somewhere. If I'm looking at that landmass correctly. So it's on, we're gonna come in and it's like, there's like a little cove area, and then our airport's like right there. So, yeah, we're almost there, folks. Wow, look at that. Got that nice red. Look at, I tell you, the colors in this are truly amazing a lot of times. It's one of my favorite things about this sim. So let's go ahead and get down, because I think we are 23 nautical miles. Okay, we're gonna have to drop a little bit more altitude. We need to be a little bit quicker about it. Yeah, so there, from what I see on the chart on SkyVector, there's this mountain area here, and then just, it's like, it should be like right around here should be our airport. So what I think we're going to do is once, I think I'm going to just go like 1,700 feet. Oops, I goofed that up there, didn't I? Once we're down there at 1,700, then I'll fire the autopilot, and we'll line up. So what I think we're going to do once we get closer, or once we're down to 1,700 feet, which shouldn't be too much longer, we're going to turn to the right a little bit and kind of skirt the edge of the island over here. And then we're gonna, I'm gonna dial in a heading of 340, and because that should be our runway heading. All right, there we are. We're at 1,700 feet. Right now. Okay. Let the plane settle down for a second. Get our mixture back all the way in. That's where the lower altitude. All right. I think I see that cove. All right, let's go ahead and turn on. Oh, I'm going to go ahead and put. Well, I need to get the auto, or turn off the heading mode. I just want the bug to be on there so that there we go. All right, here we go, folks. flap action. Start slowing down. Now we have enough fuel that if we have to do a go around, if we have to identify our airport first and then come back around and land, we can certainly do that. That shouldn't be too much of a problem. But I'm just looking for a particular part of this island that tells me we are where we need to be. Zoom in a little bit so it should be easier to see. Now we're looking for that cove. I don't want to turn in too early, but I don't want to turn late either. Alright, see this part right here. I know where that is on the chart. So it's just above and to the right of that. So once we have that in sight, there's a little bit more of a cove right there, or bay, whatever you want to call it. Think that looks like we're going to head over that way. Like I said, we've got enough fuel. If we have to identify our airport and then come back around, we can certainly do that. That's not too much of a problem at all. Patrice is still... There he is behind me, to my right. Let me get back to Twitch here. Alright, oops. I'm not turning the way I want to turn. It wants me to go right, and I want to go left. Just look at the chart one more. Oops, sky vector. Ooh, boy, I let off just a little bit, and it's like it wants to go to the right. All right. There's that part. So I know it's like right in. Should be like right in here somewhere. It's almost like in a little bit of a valley. I kind of feel like it's right. There's that part. Okay, yep, alright. Now I know where everything is. Okay. Got it. Okay. Alright, folks, I'm going to turn the laptop to the right. If you have any questions, I will catch up, or if you make any comments, I will catch up to the chat once we're on the ground. Please don't spam the chat just to get my attention, because I have turned the laptop so it's out of my line of sight, so I don't get distracted while I'm trying to land. It's nothing personal. It's just usually that's when most everybody would come in. He's just below me, and start asking questions and such. So, and I would get totally distracted and almost mess up my landing. So I will catch up to things. So please don't be rude in the chat. I wish there was some kind of a nav marker somewhere that would have helped us line up with the runway, but there's not. And there's not an ILS approach or localizer or anything. RNAV, DME, any kind of navigation aid that would help us get on the correct heading in a timely manner. That's okay. We got this. And thank you again, Patrice. He gifted some subs about a week or two ago, so thank you once again, Patrice, for that. Also one of the early subscribers to the Uncle B Sim channel here on Twitch, so thank you also for that. I think he was second, right behind Watt McFord. So thank you both for your support. Thank you for all the subscribers. Appreciate your support. I think our runway, our airport's like right here. Maybe is it? We're not quite lined up on the runway. It is a bit inland. Trying to see where's a runway 34. We're going to turn in on that heading. I don't think it's on a. Let me look real quick. Oops. See, now it wants to go. Everything wants to go left. Oh, come on. Now it wants to go up in altitude and turn left. I think we may have to just identify it and go around. It's saying should be like right. Wait a minute, is that it? No, is that an airport? Oh, wait a minute. I think that's our airport right there. Oh, it's right there. Yep, okay. Oh boy, we gotta have to really... So there are patty lights, but the runway isn't lit. I was wondering if those were patty lights. I saw them and I was like, that can't be it.
500.
Oh boy, this is gonna be a bit of a wonky landing, I can tell already. We are coming in way too steep. Now there is a bit of an uphill here, so I think we're... Oops. Uh-oh, we're gonna run out of... Ooh. Not my best landing in the history of my landings recently. Okay. Well, we probably should have gone around, to be honest. Let me get off the runway here for Patrice. Woo! Barely made that one. On behalf of myself and the entire flight crew, we'd like to welcome you to Marina Di Campo Airport. The local time is 2:30 in the afternoon. Patrice made it. Well done, Patrice. We're gonna go ahead and go over to the terminal area there to the... We passed it a little bit. Yeah, that was not my best landing, but we made it. Whew. That was difficult to find. The patty lights are there, but the or the the runway lights that tell you if you're too high or too low or right on target. But it's easy to think that they're not. That's what they aren't. Wow. Sorry, folks. My controller decided to take over. Like my controller just reset all of a sudden for some reason. I don't know why. Wow, okay. Like I could not control the plane. And I can't control the plane now. It's like it's doing its own thing. Like I'm fighting with the I don't have it on where... Wow, this thing is like... It's got a mind of its own. Oh, that's your... I hear like a noise and it's your plane making the noise. I'm thinking it's mine and I'm like, what's going on here? Oh boy. Yeah, it sounds like it's my engine. Sorry, yeah, things got weird there for a second. I don't know why it was doing that, but... Okay. Hello, Para? Yeah. Yeah, you missed the entire flight, my friend. Don't know. Yeah, it was a hard landing. Like, no runway lights at all. The only thing you have is the runway alignment lights, the PADI system, as they call it. No, I don't know. It was just like, Mick was saying something about that happened with him in the Spitfire, that he got on the ground and all of a sudden it was like he was fighting with the plane. Like the plane had a mind of its own all of a sudden. So, but my controller completely reset. Like I lost sound, and then it was nuts. But anyway, we made it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and park. We're gonna park here, I think. We made it. Yeah, I think I should have probably gone around. That probably would have been the safer thing to do, and then we would have known where everything was, but that's okay. It happens. Try to pull into the lights here a little bit. See, now I can't see Patrice's name. Maybe because we're a bit close, I think. That's part of the problem. Let me go ahead and get a picture here of both of us. Yeah. There we go. There we go. Perfect. All right. The bar is open. Yeah. Yeah, I would say that's after that landing. That would be warranted. A couple of drinks, I think, for sure. All right. Here we are. An hour 10. Not too bad. Oh, we got 14 minutes of flying at night too, and we got a night. No, we got a day landing. Didn't get credit for the takeoff. Go figure. But we did get 14 minutes with the on the night flying. That's okay. We'll just put the hour 10 in under day. It's fine. Yeah, that was weird. I think because all of a sudden my controller reset and the game was like, "Oh, we'll just take right over," you know. So I don't know. Hello, Viper Strike. You just got here just in time. We just landed here in Marina Di Campo. Yes, Marina di Campo, Italy. We took off from Olbia. The airport name is actually Costa Smeralda Airport in Olbia. So yeah, a nice flight. We tried to do a bit of like an evening flight, but it got way too dark, and then we luckily landed. The approach was not very well lit. There's patio lights, but it almost looks like just you could mistake it for street lights. You don't think it's a runway, but it was all white lights because obviously I was way too high. But nice to see you, Viper Strike. Let me put my hours in here on FS Hub while we. Yeah, see, everybody comes in right at the end. I don't. I don't know what else to do. It's always right at the end. Everybody wants to come in and say hello and everything, which is fine. It's okay. Let me put my Cessna 172. Cessna 177. No, I need Cessna 172. Skyhawk. There we go. Perfect. And we have LIEG 1042 heading to LIRJ, landing at 11:53. Submit. Perfect. All right. Yeah, I was working on a different time than usual. That's okay, Para. It's fine. It is what it is. Anyway, that will do it for today. Thank you all for coming in, even if you got here just as we were taxiing into our airport here. Thank you for Clocked or C Locked. Clocked for the follow earlier, about an hour ago. So thank you all for that. We'll be back tomorrow, 7:10 Eastern, 11:10 UTC, 12:10 UK. And we will be in the Cessna CJ4 departing from Port Angeles up in up by Seattle and heading to I'm looking at the wrong page here. Heading to Edmonton. So, thank you. I'm glad you liked it. So do enjoy. Thank you again, Patrice, for flying with me. Glad you made it as well. That was a bit of a crazy landing. I should have been a lot lower, but I should have known the area a bit better before and got my landmarks ahead of time so I knew where I was going. But anyway, hopefully everybody enjoys the rest of their Thursday morning. I'll be trucking. Oh, well, that's do what you got to do, Parrot. It's fine. I'll be flying. You know, you can watch it later on, or you can have me on in the background, whatever works for you. It is what it is. So, do enjoy the rest of your Thursday morning, afternoon, evening, early Friday, depending on where you are in the world. I have been and always shall be your host and pilot, Uncle B. Until tomorrow, peace, live long and prosper.